me go inside, y'all. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, Bo Brady. Happy, blessed Friday, y'all. Let me get to a place where I can actually sit down and talk. I was planning to do the broadcast from I was planning to do the broadcast from the patio. There we go. Like usual. Hey, Mrs. Welker. Blessings to you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I was planning to do the broadcast from the patio because it is so pleasant today. It's been a little bit like misty today. Hey, Visha. It has been a little bit misty today, y'all. Meaning it's been a little bit of rain. And I think tomorrow we actually have a full day of rain in the forecast. What's up, Miss Jennifer? What's up, Miss Baldwin? It has been a busy day. I didn't even get a chance to do my TikTok live yet. But I felt I just literally had time to sit and eat. Hey, blessings to you, Natasha. Y'all are popping on in here. Happy Friday, y'all. It's the first Friday of the month of November. It is the first Friday of the month of November. It is a pretty gloomy day here, y'all. It is pretty gloomy, but it feels good nevertheless. And so listen, our declaration on today is going to be, let your no be a firm no. Like in this season, let your no be a firm no. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm going to say it again. Let your no in this season. Wow, Natasha, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. But let your no be a firm no in this season. Like not just, let your no be a firm no. What do I mean by that? It goes like two ways. God is saying, let your no be a no in regards to the things that you told God you're not going to do anymore. You know, some of y'all have told God, I'm not going to operate in fear anymore. I'm not going to be prideful anymore. I'm not going to, operate based off of ego. Some of y'all have said, God, I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm not going to keep making the same mistakes. He's talking about that, but he's also talking about like with people. Let your no be a firm no. And even as I said that, Bo, stop. Even as Bo Brady, even as I said that phrase about people, the word that I heard was establish firm boundaries. I'm going to say it again. What I heard was establish firm boundaries with people. Let your no be a firm no. What God is saying in this season, the things that you told God in the old season that you would not do anymore, don't do those things. Let your no be a firm no. Even in regards to people, in this month, in this season, God has a lot of us really putting ourselves first, pouring into our own cup. He has a lot of us really focusing on operating in a greater level of self-awareness and self-love. Why is that? Because for so many of y'all that are watching me, we've all had run-ins with people. We've all, allowed people to drain us, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, whatever the case may be. And it's just simply God's way of saying apply what you've learned. When you know better, you do better. And that revolves around both aspects, letting your no's be keeping your word to God, as well as the boundaries that we establish with people in this season. Now, this revelation, for me, it came from a moment that I was having yesterday with my mom. And this week has just been very, very busy from the aspect of it's really been a week that has felt chaotic, but not in a bad way, like not chaotic as far as things breaking down. But it's literally been like I've been pulled in so many different directions. I've had so much to do. And it's been a week of me having to pay attention to how I feel emotionally, mentally, physically, and operate, that way. And so my mother had called me. It's funny because this week I had told God, I said, Lord, I don't ever hear from my mother unless I call her. So entering into this week, I was just like, I'm just going to pause on that and focus on me. That was my mindset. I'm just being transparent. And so as time kind of went by, hey, Lobo, as time kind of went by, she ended up calling me. It was yesterday. And so at the time of her calling me, I was actually working out. And so I did not answer. And so sure enough, and I also told God, I said, if she calls me, it's because she needs something. which I don't have any emotions about that. But she called me and she said it was about picking up a piece of like equipment for her and bringing it to her house. She wants me and my nephew to do it, which I don't have an issue with. But it was one of those instances where she wanted me to do all of the work. I don't know if y'all have ever like come across somebody like that, where they want you to do something for them, but at the same time, they want you to do all the work. Meaning she wanted me to coordinate things with my nephew. She wanted me to, do every single thing that she's perfectly capable of doing. And before I knew it, it's like I didn't even think about it. But before I knew it, the words that came out was, I'm not doing all that. This is your stuff. This ain't my stuff. This your stuff. You do it. You call him. You let him know. You ask him what time, and then you let me know. These were my words, and I didn't feel any way about it. It was just like a firm no. I'm not doing all that. If this is your stuff that you want us to help you with, you need to, go back and forth with, everybody to figure out what time. I ain't doing all that. And when I said that, and I said it it was frank, like, no, I'm not doing all that. Your stuff, you do the work. Because if it was my stuff, guess what Capone, no. Guess what I would have to do? I would have to do all the work. When I moved here, I had to coordinate with my nephew. I had to coordinate with people that were helping me move. It was all on me. I'm sorry, y'all. Fridays are the days where they mow the lawn and the guy has the blower. So just bear with me for a little bit, y'all. Just bear with me. And so when I told her that, she got like upset, like straight up mad. And her words exactly were, well, I just do it myself. And she hung up. Right? So today, I didn't think anything about it because it was just a boundary. I'm not stretching myself thin. This has already been a hectic week. I can't do all the work. You're sitting at home not doing anything. All you got to do is make the call. That's literally all you have to do. I ain't doing it. So, hey, stop. Capone, get down. Sorry, y'all. Get down. No. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Sorry, y'all. And so, what happened was, today I went to see my line sister. She has been having some medical issues and she needed some clothes. So I brought her some sweats and t-shirts out of my house so that she could have clothes, right? While she recovers. And so as I'm leaving there, it was maybe around 10. Stop it, Bo. It was maybe around 10. And I get a text from my mother. I'm going somewhere with this. And what she asked me, I can pull it up. Hold on one second, y'all. Hopefully this thing doesn't down me. I'm going somewhere with this. Let your nose be a firm no. So what she said was, good morning. Please collaborate with your nephew about getting it's a washer. He's ready now. Call him. So, when I read that message, I'm like, you still want me to do the same thing that I told you I was not going to do. Give me a one if y'all get what I'm saying. I'm going to say it again. So what she said was, she texted me this morning after I told her I'm not doing all this back and forth. I'm not doing it. This your stuff. Set it up. Just let me know the time. She says, good morning. Please collaborate with your nephew about getting my washer. He is ready now. Call him. So at this point, I paused and I said, Lord, didn't I tell her yesterday I'm not doing it? So it doesn't matter how you find another way to say it. The answer is still no. And so I told her, I said, I don't have time to do all this, all the back and forth. I told you yesterday, it's your stuff. You handle it. You let me know what time you need me. And I don't have an issue coming to drive the U-Haul and get your stuff. That was what I said in so many words. And so as I sought God about it, that was really what the gist of what I said. Like, my answer is still no. You're asking me to do the same thing that you asked me to do on yesterday. ain't doing it, don't have the time to do it. Let me know what time and I'll help you out. And so as I was talking to God about it, the Lord said, what you were doing was establishing a firm boundary. And he asked me this question. He said, what is the purpose of having boundaries? Expecting me to drop everything and do for her. And I'm like, you're talking about he's ready right now. First of all, I'm busy. I'm tied up. I can't do it right now. I told you yesterday to let me know ahead of time. You don't let me know like right then when you're ready. You let a person know ahead of time when you're ready for them. I cannot drop everything that I'm not going to drop everything that I'm doing. If it's not a medical emergency, I'm not dropping everything that I'm doing for that. And so the Lord was asking me, he said, what's the purpose of boundaries? And I said, Lord, boundaries are in place to protect us, to protect our well-being, to protect our peace, to protect our joy. And it's honestly a way to operate in the highest form of self-love, saying no to the things that you need to say no to. And the Lord said, exactly. He said, and in this season, tell my children that this is going to be a time of establishing firm boundaries with people. It's going to be a time of them having to keep their word to me. But at the same time, it is going to be a time of my children having to establish firm boundaries with other people. And the Lord said, if in the event we do not start to establish those firm boundaries, what happens is we get taken off course. Come here. What happens is we get taken off course. You're on the wrong path, Bo. I can't get you from that angle. Come over here. Come here. I'm going to say it again. God says in the event that we don't establish those firm boundaries, what happens is in this season, with it being a season and a time of extreme harvest, with it being a season of many of us crossing over into the very thing that we are believing God for, what happens is we get taken off course and things get delayed. Am I making sense? And so God wanted me to get on here to tell those of you guys that are here, get to a place where you let your no be a no. Be just as firm as you are with your yeses on your no's. If you really told God that you would stop doing certain things, stick to the script of what you told God you were not going to do. If you said no to someone, it should not matter how they rephrase a thing. In this season, it behooves all of us to stand firm to what God is calling us to do, what he's calling us to focus on. And he's requiring that we establish those boundaries with other people so that we're not delayed any more than we have been already. And so that is the word. That is the word. Wow. I didn't do it with my mother. There were times I was almost fired from my job because mom disregarded. Wow, Natasha. And that is literally how I was feeling. I said, God, she doesn't care what I have to do. Bo, stop. That was literally how I felt. God, she doesn't care what I have to do. She just expects it. And my mom has always been the type. And my nephew's mom is like that too. Where if you don't do what they want you to do, they will catch a whole case. They will catch a whole case. They do not care. It's selfish. It's selfish. And if many of us can think about it, many of us have been around selfish people where all they've done is take, disregarded our own happiness. They've disregarded what we have going on. They just did not care. Many of us have been there, done that. And God is just simply saying, get those boundaries into play. And I think too, when people develop, Bo, stop, come here. I think when they will give you a guilt trip and a lecture, that stuff doesn't work for me anymore. I'm just going to say that it does not work, because it's like when you're dealing with someone that doesn't care about what you have going on, those people will take and drain you until you have nothing more to give. And when you get in a position where now your livelihood is affected, now, whatever it is God has been having you work on is affected, they're nowhere to be found. They are a lot of times these people are literally nowhere to be found. And so that's the word that God gave me. Let your no be a no. Come here. Do you want to say hey to the people? I don't want to say hey. Bo, please stop it. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Let your no be a no. Listen, me too, Natasha. Me too. And it doesn't matter who you are, what your title is. If God has me doing something, I cannot drop everything that I'm doing. It's not right for someone to even expect you, no matter what their relationship is to you, to expect you to drop everything that you have going on. For instance, my line sister, my line sister, listen, right, they're nowhere to be found. My line sister, she needed clothes. I was not able to get there for the past 2 days, but she was patient. She said, it's no rush at all. Just whenever you can, it's no rush. She was so grateful. She didn't expect me to drop everything. She understood. You still, even though I'm ill, you still have a life. But I'm grateful. She expressed even just her level of gratitude for that. And so that makes a world of difference. But I believe too in this season that with us establishing firm boundaries, that what it does is it highlights the people. Come on. Yeah, it highlights the people that have been getting over or benefiting from us really lacking the boundaries that we need. And it's okay to ask someone. Some people don't ask, they just give orders. Kind of like my mom. Collaborate with him. He's ready now. Just because he's ready don't mean I am. And I'm not being mean. It's just, I'm not. Stop it. Sit down. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's the word, y'all. Stop it, Bo. Yeah, that's the word. Let your no be a no. If y'all can receive this, can you literally just tell God thank you? But again, with us establishing firm boundaries, it's God highlighting the people that have been benefiting from us not having the necessary boundaries in play. Yeah, you remember when Mom lectured you on how Larry King dropped everything whenever his daughter called and needed him. I reminded her that Larry King was a hello, Natasha. Hello. Listen, Miss Jennifer, if I didn't need this phone, I could throw it. If I didn't need this phone, I could throw it. It's one of them, don't plan my day for me. Don't plan my day. Listen, don't dictate how I should spend my time. You don't know what I have going on or what I have to do each day. Don't do it. Don't do it. Mic drop. Don't plan my... Listen, we could drop the mic and exit stage left on that one, Miss Jennifer. Don't plan my day. I'm adamant on that. And I'm one of those people where if I know someone is trying to plan my day, I'm going to rebel. I'm going to rebel. I'm not going to do nothing that you had planned for me to do. Unless it's something that I already agreed to. Hello, ain't doing it. Ain't doing none of that. Oh, can you do this? Even people that, sometimes people are more bold with that. Sometimes people are not as bold. Sometimes they're sneaky. They'll ask you, what do you have planned? What you doing? Minding my business. That's what I be wanting to tell people. Minding my business. Minding the business that God has called me to mind. That's it. Minding my business. Just because I tell you I'm chilling, just because I tell you I'm not doing anything, doesn't mean that you get to insert yourself into my day or whatever your motives are into my day. And that's just, listen, don't beat around the bush. I'm heavy on that too, Visha. Don't beat around the bush, baby. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all see this dog is just a spoiled rotten. Bo Brady. Yeah. 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 Minding the business that God has called me to mind. Just because I'm free don't mean I'm free for you. Hello. 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 Just because I'm free don't mean I'm free for you. Don't mean I'm free to help you do whatever it is. You don't know what kind. And sometimes people that are demanding like that, they don't even care to ask how you doing. They don't care to ask, how your day has been, they don't care. Are you in a good mental headspace to help me? And they don't care. Think about it, y'all. Most people that have that mindset, that push boundaries and that are forceful in doing that, these people don't even care to know how you've been. Because I said, Lord, had my mom just asked me, how am I doing? How's my week been? She never asked me that. Sometimes she does. I take that back. Sometimes she does. But when she wants something, it ain't about how I feel. It's what she needs to get done. Yep. So listen, that is it. That is it. To those of y'all that feel led to sow seed into this word, the seed title is Let Your No Be a No. Where we are on our goal, our ministry goal, we are $199 away from paying rent in full. God wants me to say it again. Where we are on our goal, we're 100. Can somebody type that in? We're $199 away from paying it in full. That's like the people who emotionally, man, Miss Jennifer. I was just talking about this last night with a friend, and this friend was saying how she ended up snapping on someone else who was emotionally dumping, and she really wasn't snapping, but it was just she had enough. And she told the person, "You never ask if I'm okay, if I'm in a place mentally or emotionally to sit and listen to you." And what they told, and what she told the girl was, she said, "I'm not your therapist. Go hire one. Go hire one." And I didn't blame her, because sometimes people run out. And they forget that, like, you're human and that you go through things too. Absolutely. Sometimes it is like that. But when you have boundaries, you never allow a person to take you to that point where you have to snap or you have to react. Yep. And that's like the second person that had something like that going on yesterday. And I understand. I used to be that person too. You just, throw away your whole day. Be there to drop it of a dime for other people. And especially if you're having a low moment, people don't expect you to be human. You cannot function like that. And you listen, absolutely, Visha. Absolutely. And so that is it, y'all. That is it. My goal today is to pay rent. That is my goal. I ate lunch. I put gas in my car. Sweetie, no. But right now, my goal is to pay rent, so that is one thing that I do not have to worry about. I do ask that if you guys are sowing seed just into the goal, that you label it paid in full. That is the only thing that I ask, is that you label it paid in full. But my goal today is to get rent paid for in full. And again, we are $199 away from our goal. Whether you're sowing $5, whether you're sowing 10, that could be 20 people sowing $10. Whether you're sowing 50, whether you're sowing 30, if the ministry has been a blessing to you, I just ask that you guys be a blessing right back. And so the ways to sow are there. And that is it, y'all. I love y'all. I am rooting for you guys. Once we get this bill paid for in full, I will let you guys know. But right now we are $199 away. And that's what I would like for you guys to label it, paid in full. And that's just you linking your faith up with mine, calling it paid in full. And so I will see you guys. I'll be going live whenever God leads me to. But that is it, y'all. And so till next time, y'all. Peace.